And welcome back, everyone, to Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes to us from Joey Tony Stark, who asked the question, who would win in a fight? The Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, or Jax from Mortal Kombat? And I had to re-look into Jax. This is a lot closer of a fight than you initially think, because if I were just going with the idea that Jax just has cybernetically enhanced strength and arms, while he's a good fighter, Bucky would kick his ass. 100%. He may only have the one arm, but that arm is more durable. It's made of like a weird titanium alloy. It's just, I think it's just naturally more durable. And some versions, like if you go with the MCU, having a vibranium arm. Plus, both are trained soldiers, but I think because Bucky's trained more as an assassin, that does give him an edge in terms of hand-to-hand combat. Weapons use, they're both kind of equal in that field. Though, again, might give a slight edge to Bucky on that. And if we're going by experience, then Bucky certainly has the edge there. However, when looking into what Jax is actually capable of doing and what those arms actually have, Jax actually got quite a bit more extra in there. His arms now, because they're cybernetic, have a lot of built-in weapons, such as energy blast, energy disruptors, missiles, knives. He also carries submachine guns as well. He's even got more advanced rockets in there these days. And like I said, even though I think Bucky edges him out in most categories, physically speaking, because he's got super soldier serum in him, so just naturally his physique is stronger than Jax's. And his arm is probably roughly equal to Jax's arm. And even though he only's got the one, Jax is still in great shape, as you can see here. He's still a very skilled fighter and a skilled soldier. And he's no slouch of weapons either. So this is not a stomp in one way or the other. It comes down to who's got an arsenal that's going to be something the other can't deal with more effectively. So if this fight were to, let's say the Winter Soldier is going after Jax. Because honestly, it looks like if you basically gave Luke Cage Colossus's arms. That's what it looks like. At least that picture. And, he comes in, tries to take him out. Jax just blocks it. Like, come on, maybe fires a shot from his own weapon. Winter Soldier and him eventually get into combat with each other. And, Bucky, he's got the one arm versus the two arms. But, Jax, takes a shot from, the one arm, stops one arm. Their cybernetics kind of going toe-to-toe. Bucky, though, just boom, hits him again in the stomach. And that hurts, because Bucky is a super soldier. So, Jax, it's not just that arm that's strong. It's his whole body. What the hell? All right, fine. You want to play games? Bucky comes in, pulls out a gun. He fires an energy blast out of his arms, which disarms Bucky, and Bucky kind of goes flying. What the hell? So now he's got to try to deal with this guy. He fires rockets at Bucky. Bucky, though, is running, using his arm to block. Just boo, doo, doo. Both are good. Both are expert marksmen. So that's kind of a wash there. Jax technically has more defensive capabilities, but he also leaves himself a bit more vulnerable than Bucky does. And Bucky also has an enhanced healing factor because of the super soldier serum. Needless to say, this fight would eventually get in close again, even with Bucky probably taking some missile fire. And granted, it's not like these are huge missiles, but he's got missiles in there. He's got rockets. So Bucky might have to take some hits to get in there. But eventually he's able to get in there, and they're going toe-to-toe again. And this is where a soldier versus an assassin comes into play. So, both know how to go for the kill, but one is legitimately trained to take you out. One is trained to serve, protect, and kill if they need to. One is trained specifically to kill. And I think Bucky ultimately is going to have more avenues to kill Jax than Jax is to kill Bucky. The only way I see Jax ultimately getting the win off here, it's not going to be long range. It's as if he plays his cards right, gets Bucky in close range. Maybe Bucky gets a knife shot to the gut, and he's like, ugh! Grabs Bucky's arm, and who basically unleashes the entirety of his arsenal on Bucky's face point blank. Now, granted, that might be a suicide move on Jax's part, because he's right there. But if he maybe just kind of grabs his arm, throws him back, and then fires everything away from him, maybe he can just get some minor injury there and just kind of annihilates Bucky's face. It's a real possibility that could happen. I think, though, Bucky he's the more skilled killer. Yes, they fought in Mortal Kombat. We're talking about actually natural killer in their own way. And Bucky's just the better killer. He's better trained overall, and he has more proficiency with the weapons he uses. Not to say that Jax is unskilled with the weapons he has, particularly his arms, and any firearms you get a hold of. But if we're talking again, it comes down to assassin versus soldier. That's what it comes down to. And I think Bucky would edge out the win, but as I just said, there are many realistic scenarios here where Jax could win. Very much. I think I would edge out for Bucky because he is also just normally a superhuman anyway, and I think that gives him an edge in just straight stamina as well. So he can keep going longer than Jax can in just a straight out battle of attrition. Either way, though, I would probably go Bucky, but I will not argue anyone who says Jax. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.